Alright, hey guys, it's Randy with Warbling Wyvern. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get a mission from Petros. If you're ever playing by yourself or with a group of guys and you want to do a specific mission versus just trying to assault an objective. Basically, you start out at the base and you're going to walk into wherever Petros is. And here he is. And you're going to scroll wheel next to him, click request mission, and then you got a couple different mission types here. So assassinations, normally you're just killing a high value target. Destroy mission could be anything from destroying an artillery piece to a supply truck. Rescue missions I wouldn't recommend doing by yourself, as typically it's, dropping in or driving into a location that's covered with enemy hostiles, and then you got to grab survivors and escort them out. It sometimes gets pretty complicated and hectic, so probably wouldn't do that one by yourself. Supply missions, these ones you could do by yourself pretty easy. Typically, you're going to bring in a civilian or a military transport vehicle. It's typically like a truck. You're going to bring a crate of supplies to a random town, and this basically will help our little group. I don't know what the word is, but basically it makes them inclined to like us, right? So we're giving them supplies, and then eventually they'll turn over to our faction, and then we get more resource points and stuff. Convoy ambush, this one is kind of tough to do by yourself unless you're like proficient with some form of large asset like a vehicle or an APC or tank or something. Basically, you're going to do exactly what it says. There's going to be a convoy someplace on the map. They're going to give you times, and you need to intercept the convoy and either blow it up or capture the truck in the convoy. Sometimes these are pretty tough. They can have a lot of gun trucks with them, or an air asset even. So logistics missions, I don't really remember what that one is, so I don't know, figure it out. And then a conquest mission, this one literally just tells you to take something over. So but yeah, it's up to you. So I'll do an example one here. We'll just do a destroy and see what we get. Okay, so destroy artillery. So these are pretty easy and pretty fun. What I'm going to do is fast travel over to the air base. I'm going to grab a helicopter, and I'll try to take the helicopter to go destroy the artillery. Alright, step one. Put in those freaking earplugs. Oh, they're already in. Okay, cool. Step two. Open up garage. Grab helicopter. We're going to grab one of these fancy motherfuckers, and yeah, we should be good. I'm going to throw one ASRAM on there just in case, and then switch it over to the AAF cut. Alright, put that helo on there. And what I do need, you don't need it, but I want it. I want an AI with me. Alright. I'm going to tell him to get in. Pro tip here too, double click Alt, and you'll be able to look around freely in a vehicle. So a lot of people don't know that. Once you're in a vehicle too, or even infantry if you have a GPS, if you use the bracket keys in your keyboard, it changes these side panels. So typically when I'm in a vehicle, I'm going to throw my nav up on the right, and then I'll throw my sensors up on the left. And then you might have to do some key bindings and stuff, but basically to put your radar on, for me, is Control R. And so now my radar's on in my vehicle. F cycles through all of your ammunition and stuff. And yeah, so we're going to take off here and see if I can destroy some artillery. Now I got missiles, so this should be pretty easy. I just have to switch over to manual fire, and then I take over the front gunner's weaponry. And so he's got the chain gun where he's going to target for me, but I can shoot. And then I got a laser. And then I got these air-to-ground missiles, the Vickers missiles. I don't know what they're actually called, but that's what I call them. And so the cool thing about those is I can do control right-click, switch into this camera mode. And now I can see pretty well in the dark. And then I can lock on to the artillery target once we get within probably 2 clicks. And then it should be a pretty easy kill. The risk here flying at night is, one, I never do it, so there's that. But obviously low visibility, our nods are kind of shit. The enemy is very good at flying at night and flying in general, so you're always a target when you're in the air. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but not terrible. You can pull up your map while you're flying and then zoom out and see where you are. So that's the helicopter, that's where we took off, and this is where we're going. Destroy artillery. So again, once we get closer, I will switch over to the, I suppose I could probably do it now. Switch over to the camera and see if we can find where it is so we can see it already. If I click T, I can lock on, and now I will fire. And I'll fire 2 just to make sure, and we'll watch to see if we actually hit it. Looks like 1 hit and 2. Perfect. So that's it. It's pretty easy, actually, with this helicopter. I mean, this helicopter makes it drastically easy to carry out an op like that. But yeah, super cool. That was 1 mission completed, and so from that, it helps us a little bit in our goal to take over the island. I don't know if it gave us money or whatever, but something pretty cool that you can do, and that was just me by myself. So get your friends in here, like, comment, share, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.